Hey friends, good morning. All right, so this is day 2 of Recipe Holiday Share. And today we are going to be using President's Triple Cream Brie. All right, President's Triple Cream Brie is my go-to if I'm planning on baking brie, wrapping brie, and pastry, okay? Saying that, if you are planning to do any kind of baked brie or wrap with pastry, here's a few tips for you. So, you can eat the rind. A lot of people ask me, can I eat the rind? Absolutely. Now, if you're baking a brie or doing a brie and pastry, here's some little tips to help keep that ooey gooey down in this brie. So first, you can score the top of the brie, and that creates spacing, and when it bakes, it kind of expands. Or only the top layer you can remove. That way it's really nice and creamy. Now I usually tend to only remove the top if I'm doing in a puff pastry. And I usually just score the top if I'm baking it without a puff pastry. But y'all, do it however you've been doing it and however you're comfortable with. Okay, so I've already made 3 slices of brie, and I'm gonna show you 3 different ways to use some brie today. Okay, so let's do our first brie, a creme brulee brie. Okay, so I've got a little sugar here, just plain sugar. And I'm going to just start adding this to my brie. All right, so got the sugar on there. It's nice. Now we're gonna crystallize it. So let me get my little flame on here, and I'm gonna show you. So y'all don't burn yourself. You don't have to hold it. You can lay it flat. I'm just trying to get it where you can see what I'm doing here. But it's just crystallizing beautifully. It's best if you're doing it like this, that the brie is room temperature. That way when you take a bite of it, it's nice and warm. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful. Now at this point, you can do this multiple ways. You can leave it plain, just like this. You can use any kind of your favorite pepper jelly or relishes. Here's my strawberry pepper jelly. And this one is a Harry and David classic pepper and onion, really good. Or you can just use a Mike's Hot Honey, or you can use a balsamic glaze. So y'all, make this recipe your own and what your family is gonna enjoy. But today, I'm gonna use some of my pepper jelly, strawberry. I'm just gonna do a little dollop on here, kind of rub it in. I'm gonna have a little dollop. I'm gonna add a walnut half, and you know I gotta add some Mike's Hot Honey. Okay. You can also garnish this with rosemary, with thyme. Let's try it. Oh my goodness, y'all. That is amazing. So good, so easy. You've got the crunch from the caramelized sugar and the walnut. You've got the sweetness from the pepper jelly, and you've got that little kick from the Mike's Hot Honey. Y'all, this was easy and delicious. Okay, next. All right, so I've already toasted. I had a French loaf. So I'm making some crostinis. I had just drizzled some olive oil on these guys. I toasted them in my oven at 350. Now, we're gonna add some brie. So, I've got 2 chunks of brie here. Let me rearrange my space. And I'm just going to add 1 slice of brie, just like this, to both of these crostinis. Now, I'm gonna put this on broil. So I baked the crostinis first, and now I just want to broil this cheese. So I'm gonna put the oven on broil real quick. Now, you do have to watch these because we don't want them to burn, okay? We just want them to get a nice melt or a nice creaminess to them. Okay, so let's pop them in the oven for about a minute, and then we're gonna check them. So let's do it. Alexa, set 1 minute timer.
1 minute, starting now.
All right, so it really depends on your oven, if you've got electric or gas, how long these guys take to cook, or it depends on how melted you want them. I don't like them to be super runny because I still like to have some working room for my toppings. Now, let's talk toppings. You can do whatever topping you want to do. You can do the two jams that I've already mentioned. You could do a Captain Rodney's if you have that on hand. You can even go as simple as just Mike's Hot Honey or regular honey. Y'all make this easy. Make this what you already have in the pantry. Don't go out and buy anything special to make this. Make it your own. All right, this is still cooking. I'm also going to show you guys how to make salami roses using both just this clear 2-ounce cup and a champagne glass. So let me check this just to make sure we're good. Alexa, set a 2-minute timer.
2 minutes, starting now.
All right, so the minute looked good, but I think 2 more minutes will be perfect. So let's give that a try. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our first salami rose while that's cooking. So I've got just regular round salami, and we're gonna make our first one in this cup. So see how I've got the spacing here? Kind of got a salami train. We're gonna start taking our cup and putting them in our cup just like this with spacing all the way around until we get it filled. So just keep going around, keep going around. We got about 7 in here now. All right, so here's 8 round salamis. Now let's make what we call a salami train with 7 of these. So doing your spacing just like we did in the cup, just do a straight row, 7 total. All right, so here we have 7 salamis. Let me check this crostini. Oh, it's looking beautiful. All right, so we've got 7 of those and we've got about 40 seconds left. Okay, so take your salami, fold it directly in half and apply a little pressure, okay? So we've got it in half, apply some pressure, start at one end and start rolling to the opposite direction. Just roll, 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 till you've got this guy. Then we're gonna take our cup and we are going to pop it in there, and y'all, look how beautiful. The reason I like to use these cups is because I'm doing any kind of deliveries or boards. These hold their shape perfectly. So that's why we're using that one. Okay, Alexa, stop timer.
2 minute timer canceled.
Oh goodness, y'all. These are beautiful. I'm gonna put the camera up here close so you can get a peek. See how beautiful? We've got the bubbles on the outside, great cream on the inside. Oh my goodness, perfect. Okay, so be careful, this pan is really hot. So let me just do a little moving around here. So I'm gonna take these little beauties off. Oh my goodness, amazing. Okay, now time for the toppings. Okay, so let's do this. Yum. Just a dollop, okay? And let's do one with some balsamic. Give it a good shake. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Let's add a walnut to this guy. And you know I'm gonna add some honey because it is going just to be good. You could also add rosemary or thyme as garnish. But y'all, look how delicious, ooey gooey It just looks so good. Y'all. Oh my gosh. All right. That's 3 ways to do brie. Okay, let's do another salami rose. Oh, I just gotta taste it, y'all. Oh God. So good. So good. That's definitely a savory option. Okay. Salami rose. Okay, so we've got our cup. We're gonna take a salami and we're gonna go halfway. See how it's bent in half, shaped in half. We're gonna go all the way around this cup, making spaces in between, but applying pressure to the salami as we go around. Just nice, even pressure. All the way around. Make sure you don't apply too much pressure because it can break and mess the integrity of the meat up. So about 8 to 10 slices of this. Now, the bigger the cup, the bigger rose, but sometimes when you go too big, they tend to fall apart. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna put on here. Now I'm just gonna take my fingers and I'm gonna go in a circular motion around the cup, applying pressure. I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna cuff it, adding a little pressure, and then I'm just gonna sweep this out, and then there's another version of a rose. Now, people always say, how do you eat a rose like this? You start from the inside and you simply just pull out. And as you go, they'll start to loosen up, and that is how you make a salami rose. Oh, so good. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope these tips help you, and y'all have fun with it. Make it your own recipe. Don't have to use the same things that I use. Just use the steps. All right, bye guys. Have a great day.